process, which is kind of cool.
Hey guys, we have another Arvin transistor radio here. You can see it's working, but I'm going to go ahead and turn it off because I just wanted to show you that it works really well. We don't want to copyright stuff. So anyway, this is an Arvin model, similar to this one over here that I've showed other videos of. Like I've got about 5 of those radios, but the difference with this one is this is a 6 transistor. Yeah, so this one has a little bit more, and what it is, it just got extra transistors in the audio circuit. I'll show you that real quick. I already got the screw off because, you know, my videos are mostly all one-handed. I'd be careful with it because the batteries will tend to pop out easily because they're actually up inside the back of it. Let's see if we can get this open. There we go. Very similar to the other Arvin radio. However, the difference again is this one here is a 6 transistor. And what it is it's in the audio section. See the audio section there, guys? Now, those of you that are radio and TV buffs, let's see here. You can see that there. We have our push-pull transistors for our audio out, and we have our driver transistor there. I'm trying to get this camera to focus. There we go. So yeah, and of course this here is a integrator slash couplet. You'll see a lot of those in Arvin and Sears Silvertone because Arvin made a lot of Sears Silvertone radios back in the 50s, 60s. And you'll also see a lot of tabletop tube radios that'll have that. Don't really see these go bad much in the transistor radios. I haven't. Now, in the tube radios, yes, they can. The resistors that are in them can change value, and they can stop working or not work correctly. So, yeah, so this is your batteries here. So, in the compartment. Now, real quick, guys, what was wrong with this radio when I got it? It was completely dead when I put batteries in, and it did nothing. If you don't know if you guys can see it, if the camera will focus, but you see this crack right there? It goes all the way across, all the way up to there. This circuit board was broken in half. When I got it and took the screws out of it, it came out in 2 pieces. But I didn't get upset about it. I knew I could fix it. The knob was broke off the front of it when I got it. It came, the knob was completely shattered. So what had evidently happened, the radio either fell or got something fell on it and hit your station changer, your variable capacitor there, and busted that board in half. So I just used some lead wire, which lead wire is like what your parts have. There's wire like this. You can buy it at electronic stores, electronic shops, or online. It just comes in a roll. And then I went across, I'll show you on this one, this one's apart, and just kind of went along my circuit traces with some lead wire to jump them so that way it gives it stability. And then I've also ordered some, there's a repair stuff they make online to patch this crack. But the board's back together and it's very stable and it works, as you can see. The radio works very great, no problems. And yes, I did not replace any capacitors. I checked them, none of them were bad. They were all well within their range. The ESR was nearly perfect on them. There's a few that were just slightly off, but not enough to cause a problem. I left them in there. I like to keep my stuff as original as possible. So that's just a little brief overlook of the Arvin. I'm going to put the screw back in here in a minute. 6 transistor AM portable radio. And I'm going to try to get this one working too. This one's kind of a parts radio. One more thing I had to do to that radio, the transistor, one of the audio output transistors, as you can see, one of the leads is missing off of it. It was broke off, I guess. When it fell or broke, whatever happened to that circuit board, it busted one of the leads off the transistor, so I pulled the one from here. This board is very similar, but this is only a 4 transistor. Your first, second IF oscillator, and then 1 audio output transistor. That's it. Didn't have a push-pull, and it didn't have a driver, but this one has those. That's why it's 6. Oh, there was one more thing, too. Let me show you real quick. Detector diode. They could technically call this a 7 transistor. This is the detector diode, but they used a transistor for it. So it actually makes 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 transistors. But it's being used as a diode. A lot of your radio companies back in this day will try to do that and say that, you know, that way they can get that transistor number up higher. They'll use it for a detector diode. They'll throw extra transistors in the audio circuit and they'll parallel them together just to get that transistor number up. Now, so this one's they're generous. They actually being conservative here. 6 transistor when it's technically got 7, but one's being used as a detector diode. All right, guys. So that's it for this radio. Thanks for watching. More videos to come.